Alright guys, so just let's go ahead and jump right into today's video. We're going to be making some roti today, and this is my version of it, how I make it. So I don't want to hear all the hearsay and naysayers. That's not how you make roti. This is how I make roti. So to that, you're going to go ahead and add 4 cups of all-purpose flour. I added about a half a tablespoon of baking soda, a half a teaspoon of, or a full teaspoon, sorry, of salt. Then I'm going to go ahead and add a tablespoon of sugar. Now, everyone has their own way of making roti. To be quite honest with you guys, I don't have a measurement. I just eyeball everything. That's the coolest side of me coming out. So you guys know when you grow up making certain things, there's no measurements, but this is my measurements for you guys. That'll give you the perfect roti. To that, you want to go ahead and add either butter, ghee, or some type of shortening. So I'm using the Crisco vegetable shortening, and we're going to mix it all up together. Okay, so once you get everything in the bowl, you want to go ahead and just use your fingers and break everything together in the bowl in the flour itself. So I want to make sure I mix everything, the sugar, the butter or ghee or whatever you're using, along with the flour, and make it very flaky and loose before adding your water. Now, when it comes to this dough, guys, you want to be very, very careful with how much water you're adding, because you don't want a super loose dough, and you also don't want to add too little of water because you don't want to get a dry hard dough, because your roti is not going to be nice and soft. Okay, so for this recipe, or for this amount of flour, I use about 1.25 cups of water to incorporate the dough together. And you're gonna feel as you go, you want it to still be very sticky and not overly dry. So as you mix it, you want to pass your flour through your fingers, and please do this with a clean hand, and you continue to mix until you get the desired texture that you want. Okay, so once you've mixed in your dough with your water, this is what you should have. It should be a nice, loose, shaggy looking dough, not too dry, not too hard. It should have like a very wet kind of like feel. I don't know how to explain it, but this is what you're going to be looking at. And you want to go ahead and just cover that down with a wet paper towel. And then you're also going to cover it with a kitchen towel for about 10 minutes. All right, so while the roti is resting, it's almost been about 10 minutes. We're just going to work on a little bit of, I don't know what this part is called, but we typically use just to rub in the roti. So I'm mixing about a stick of butter, softened butter, room temperature butter, with a tablespoon of vegetable shortening. And this is what we're going to use to massage our roti in. So let's get into that. Okay, so let's go ahead and start to roll out our roti. Now we went ahead, and what I did is my ball of dough, I went ahead and I broke it down into 6 mini balls, mini balls, but 6 little balls. Now this batch is going to give you about 6 roti if you're doing like a medium-sized roti. If you want yours a little bit smaller, you probably can get more out of that. And what you want to go ahead and do is sprinkle a little bit of flour on your rolling surface, and you want to go ahead and roll out your roti. Now I don't do, as you can see, my bell don't have a lot of flour on it. My surface don't have a lot of flour on it. All right, once you roll it out, look, for roti as a nice coolie girl. But once you get to this point here, you want to go ahead and make sure you roll it as flat as possible. Don't worry about if it's going to be too wrong, not wrong at all. Ain't no man looking for you roti and being like, oh gosh, you roti ain't wrong, me want she. They want the roti. Anyways, you're going to go ahead and you're going to oil down your roti. And this is how you make your lau. Tell me what you call this. What y'all call this? This is how I make mine. So once you rub down your roti, you're gonna sprinkle it with a little bit of flour and then roll it up. So once you do that and you sprinkle a little flour, some people just take the hand or the nail and do it. You just take a knife and you just put a little slit and you just start rolling it around until it forms like a cone. Again, let me know how you guys do this part. And then what you want to do is just tuck all the sides in. So you push the top to the bottom and vice versa. And then that's your low. So we're going to do all of this instead of the side. All right, so we went ahead and rolled out our roti. I just did it on purpose. We roll out the roti and now we put it on the towel. And you want to go ahead and make sure you have enough brown crust all over. At least I like it. If y'all don't like it, y'all don't have to do it. And I like to keep patting my own down to make sure every angle is cooked. And I also like to keep rubbing it with my butter mixture too. All right, so let me go ahead and do another one so y'all can see. And I'm going to serve this alongside my delicious curry chicken. And I made some boneless curry today and with some potatoes. So anyways, just continue to make your roti and you're going to go ahead and oil the top. Flip it over, make sure the bottom nice and brown. Any pieces left on your towel from your previous roti, take it off. Keep doing that until you finish all your roti. And then we're going to go ahead and just serve it up. Now, typically you use, what do you call it? Grease proof paper for this or brown paper. I didn't have none. I used paper towel. So just make sure you keep dabbing all your ends of your roti and dab, dab, dab. And then let's go ahead and serve it up. All right, so here you have it, my delicious oil roti, nice and flaky. Guys, I want to tell you, this is nice and soft and buttery, so freaking good. But I served it alongside my boneless curry chicken with some potatoes. Let me know how you guys have been enjoying the recipes. Let me know what else you want to see. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know, any questions that you guys have. I did receive some questions on my previous video on my Instagram asking me why I don't ever show my face on camera. And to be honest, there's no real reason. I just like to focus on the food itself. But if you guys want someone to ask me a get to know me video, so I'll probably do one of those pretty soon. All about me or whatever questions you guys have that you want to know about me, leave me down below, leave the comment down below, and then I'll do it. But again, I hope you guys enjoy today's video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, peace out.